So I went and stopped by Constance, or I saw Constance, which was in a booth of which I do not specifically remember right now. Hold on. Memento. That card doesn't have that information. But Constance is stop me if you've heard this one before, 2D hand-drawn Metroidvania platformer. But yeah, no, it's I was like ho about it, but yeah, no, it plays really well. Made by, God, I don't want to get it wrong, but the PR group is from Berlin, so they had 5 games there, which is really, it's too bad because like they had all the games looked really good. I only played Constance, so I'm only going to speak to that one. But they only had 2 stations and then a press station, so it's tough to show.
byterockers games. byterockers.
byterockers is the dev, or is that the?
That's the publisher.
The publisher.
The developer is BTF.
BTF. Okay. And so, yeah, that it's it's in a 10 by 20 booth, which is right in the middle of the show floor. They only have 3 laptops total to show 5 games. It's that's a tough life, but they had a good line. So kudos to them for it. But yeah, Constance plays really well. You are, the story you don't get too much of it. I gotta check Steam to see if there's a demo of it. Your weapon is a paintbrush, and you paint with purple paint, and enemies sometimes have black corruption on them, and
there's a demo. Yep.
In which case you have to use paint attacks to do it. Otherwise, you can just like swing. If you run out of paint, then you yourself start to get corrupted, and you lose HP if you attack in that state. Your dodge uses up some of that meter as well. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of impossible to escape the Hollow Knight association because it is also another hand-drawn, or at least with the appearance of hand-drawn on that. Movement is really, really responsive, and so platforming feels tight, which again is only kind of enforces those similarities. But yeah, I don't know. I loved it. It was really good. The demo was what seemed like the little bit of intro, kind of a little bit of navigation, and then the first boss. So I think the demo was that demo that I got to play was like 23 minutes. There was one little area where once you get your first kind of powered up attack, you can reach and attack things off screen, right? Or not off screen, but like where you couldn't normally reach. So just like, there's a clear barrier, but there's something on the other side. So now all of a sudden you have an attack that can pierce through and hit there. And so you got to hit these lights to open up a door. But the 3 lights go off, like they actually have to travel there to illuminate. And there was clearly, you had to do them in a specific time because they took different amounts of time to go to the door. And I was like, dude, if I stay here and keep trying to figure this out, I will be here for 20 minutes straight. So I had to give it up. So I think there might be something a little hidden in the demo. But yeah, definitely, if you guys are into that kind of game, check out Constance. That's good.
Sounds like it'd be in my wheelhouse.
What's that?
Sounds like it'll be in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like you'll know. It's the kind of game where in 30 seconds whether or not it's like going to feel good to play.
Yeah.
The kind of games that hit that same note for me. Obviously, I already mentioned Hollow Knight or In the Blind Forest.
Yeah.
Honestly, God, what was the yo-yo game from last year?
Pipistrello.
Like that type of feeling where you're like, you just like everything responds in the way that you expect it to, and like the feedback from the game is always there.
Might have to check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, I would recommend that you do for sure.
Cool.